came to the United States as an exchange student to spend a whole year here after my 10th grade in Germany. And I ended up in Union, Mississippi, which is a small town here in Mississippi. And as an exchange student, you don't basically get to choose where you end up. It depends wherever host family picks you. So that's how I ended up in such a small town, which was definitely not my choice. But I came here and I had a host sister, a host mom, and a host grandmother, and we all lived together in a house with 3 bedrooms, a kitchen, and a bathroom. But my room was basically positioned right by the door, and there was no door, so I didn't have very much privacy. But in the beginning, I just thought I overcame the cultural differences very well. I joined the basketball team, I was in the band, I got along with my host sister and my host mom, and I just thought that all I've experienced was normal, and I was overcoming the cultural shock very well. Unfortunately, after the initial excitement of me being in a new country and in a new environment kind of went away, I realized how I had a really hard time making friends since everybody kind of knew each other since the kindergarten, and it was hard getting into their friendship circle and actually make true friends, as well as overcoming the language barrier in school, which really gave me a hard time. And also, my host family kind of didn't do anything with me anymore. My host mom was always working, and obviously that is something normal, but she would never have time to do anything with me and get out of the small town that I was in. And I would not experience anything. I would not go out really. I didn't have any friends, and my host family had a lot of drama and family fights going on, which they involved me in, as well as my host sister, who they thought wanted me as a big sister. And I couldn't just be that for her because she would never let me talk, always interrupt me. She would always eat with her fingers, and other cultural differences that just simply didn't work out for me. I decided I had to make a change because I saw on social media how other exchange students just had the best time of their life, as well as experiencing things which my host family never really did with me, so I never had an escape out of that. And I knew how much my real parents at home had put into this year or for me to be here. So I was just like, I need to change things. And that was especially on Halloween, which I know is a big holiday in America. And yet again, I was sitting at home doing nothing, not experiencing anything, and especially not having the best time of my life, as the organization proclaimed I would be or would have during this year. So it was then that I decided I needed to change something, and that is a whole long process because host families are not just lined up and waiting for new exchange students. But after I had that really awkward and hard conversation with my host mom, telling her that I don't want to live with her anymore, which is just, I hate hurting people's feelings, and it's so hard to tell a person that you don't want to live with them anymore. But I knew I had to do that in order to be more happy and have the time of my life. And my local coordinator, which is a person who's responsible for you during your exchange year, offered me to stay with her over Christmas or after Christmas and between New Year's Eve because I couldn't go to my new host family yet, and she would send people by to do something with me because she had to work as well. And one of them was my host Anne, who took me to meet her whole family, and I just instantly clicked with that whole family. Everybody that I met, we got along so well, and I told them my story. And at the end of the night, we sat down, my host Anne and my host mom, or my future host Anne and future host mom, and they offered me to stay with them. They were like, look, you can do whatever you want to, but we just want to put out there that you can stay with us as long as you want to. And we're going to travel with you. We're going to send you to a new school, a good school. And it's totally up to you. We just wanted to put that out there. And I basically couldn't say no because I was so overwhelmed in that moment. Obviously, we had just met during that day. And their kindness and how nice and loving they were, it just overwhelmed me. But it also showed to me how much it was worth standing up for myself and for my own happiness. Because in the end, I decided to live with them. And like they said and like they promised, they sent me to a good school. I went traveling, and I had the best time of my life with the best host family I could have imagined. And it really proved to me how much it was worth having that awkward conversation with my host mom and eventually standing up for my own happiness. And I can just say it was totally worth it, and I can just recommend it to any other host or exchange student.